Big up yourself, graduates. I see you. I see you. I see you. Wagwan power sagwan. Everybody in the place. What a way to reach fast over here. I wonder is wagwan. I wonder is wagwan. Eh? What a guan power, what a guan. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me go through the classroom. 99 reach so fast. Me like that number there, no? First of all, let me show my face and let y'all see that I am present and accounted for. What's going on? What's going on? Yes, I'm gonna go through the chat and big up my graduates. You don't know, right? First of all, sorry about that, guys. Oh my God. I don't know if it is because I am using my son's laptop or what, but it's being really stupid. I'm here now. And when I see the black screen, there's always a mystery guest. Yes, mystery guest. And I'm not going to know who the mystery guest is just yet. But you know what happened to my something? It just acting up. Anywho, let's go through the chats and big up everybody. Andreen Ferguson, big up yourself. Inga Teague, big up yourself. Girls are nice. Oh, what a guan. Don Marincha, big up your nice clean self. I see you. And Norma, yes, indeed, mark yourself on the class register and like up the live. Let me just pin this. Yes, right there. So, Titanium 25, good afternoon. Kathy Wallace, good afternoon. Yvette Sharp, how you doing? Pottinger Naturals, how you doing? Curleen, my sister in Wagwan, Judith Bailey, big up yourself. Joan Rodriguez, well, I can never say your name. I don't know what it is about Spanish. Joan, good afternoon. Rosemary, good afternoon. Debbie, you're present and accounted for. That me like for see. Member, Vanessa, big up yourself. Raquel, big up yourself. Arlene Millwood, big up yourself. Linda G, Lord Jesus, me can't keep up. Guyani's number 2. Wagwan, Monica Hawthorne. Sherry Pink, big up yourself. Sherry and Poorman, present and accounted for. Monica, big up yourself. PLJ, happy good night, remember. Yes, indeed. Tonight, the saga continues, right? Yes, indeed, the saga continues. And we're not going to hold back, right? Because let me tell you something, graduates. One of the things that we like to do on this platform is we like to explore facts. We like to bring you the information firsthand, not secondhand, not piece a piece, and by the way, and what I'm here. We like to get the information straight from the horse's mouth. Jodiann Bonnick is somebody that I have been observing for many years. As you know, this is now my 3rd show on the topic. And it may very well turn out to be a part 3, part 4, part 5, because honestly, there's so much to share. And for the record, it's really about looking at the ethics and standards when it comes to some of the business practices within our diaspora. I know that a lot of people like to use the word bad mind. And we like to throw around the words. Why is it that Black people like to tear down Black people? Why is it that Black people always have a problem when they see another Black person trying to aspire in their business? Why is it that Black people can't celebrate Black people? We celebrate Black people. Yes, we do, especially on this platform. We big up Black people. You better believe it. We big up Black people who are really doing the things them, who work damn hard with integrity. Honesty is so important. Accountability also important. But when we have a high profile business taking advantage of members in our community and outside of our community, because this is a global scandal, people. I don't know if you realize that. We have got to take a stand. We have got to take a stand. So, first of all, some housekeeping rules. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe. Do hit the thumbs up because me not gonna get into this until me see the equal amount of numbers of people on here and the equal amount of likes. Yes, because some of you like come round here and fast and sit down and listen, and you don't like to thump up the screen. All you've got to do is click them three dots at the top or double tap the screen depending on how it appears on your device, or look underneath, you will see the thumbs up. Click it. That's all I ask. Remember, say over here, so me beg no super chat, me not force enough to put nothing in, no Zen, no cash app, no nothing. All I ask, like up the live. Make sure you share this, because this need to go far and wide. You hear me? Far and wide, graduates. This is not play information. This is not a joke thing. This is serious matters, firsthand. Firsthand. Because nobody does it like HDK. Remember me tell you that. Right? When it comes to research around here, we don't play about. Okay, everybody, you did. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I have to see the likes them first. No, sir. When I take the piece, I'm going to sit down and wait. Let me sit here and wait, because there's no way my guest is going to come on here with that. No, on insulting the lady. Yeah, I want them to even understand the depths and the levels of what we're about to go down into. And uno they diss me them way there. Come on now, guys. That's not how my graduates behave unless we pack up over here with bench warmers and I tell you, send enough to come. This class is for graduates only, and some of you like to enough on self over here. Uno always like to take my graduates them seats and make it hard for them to reach up a front. Uno need to thump up the likes at the very least if we not come too fast. Right? Right. Emmeline, big up yourself. Shelly and Daya, big up yourself. Nika Hines, big up yourself. Teresa Taylor, big up yourself. Lamore Pearson, big up yourself. I see you. Sherry Pink, Wagwan. Monica Hawthorne, Wagwan. All right. Yes, you're late, but you're not really late enough. We're not kick off yet. Zena G, Lita Travels, you are not that late, sweetheart. All right, you're not that late at all, at all, at all. We're not gonna start just yet. We still have too many more legs to go. Uno. Anyway, Heineken is my favorite beer. I hope you guys have your drinks ready. I'm not gonna go too much stronger than what I have now, but some of them might need a nice stiff drink. Some of them might need a nice stiff drink. So if you don't have your drinks, please make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have your snacks, your popcorn, all of that. Because before we get started, you're going to have to need, have your little amenities close by. So you can relax, because we're in for a bumpy ride. Why is it that some of us are so wicked? Why is it that some of us are so caught up with the hype that we're willing to sell our soul for $1? Why is it that there are people who take advantage of other human beings with no accountability, who keep getting away with it? Like to rub shoulders with people of caliber and quality and tarnish their name. Boy. Anyway, we're going to reserve our judgment. And let me take a look again. Okay, that is a little bit better. That is a little bit better. Me like that. Yes, man, that is a little bit better. I like what I see and I see what I like. Hold on there. That is a little bit better. Yes. Yes, we're getting there. Still need a little bit more. Still need a little bit more. Yeah, have your Baileys. Yes, man. Wine to me, get a glass of peanut butter whiskey for this one. My wine glass in front of me. Oh, yes, indeed. Make sure you have it. DH, big up yourself. Justice. Ah! Rachel, you don't say you need to take it easy though. I don't like it when people run ahead of me in class. I genuinely don't like it when people run ahead of me in class. You'll get blocked for things like that. Drinking your sorrow, Shandy. Okay, ready up, ready up. Yeah, man, we're ready. We have a special guest tonight. A special guest indeed. Somebody who has had years of experience with this lady. Somebody who has experienced her advantage taking behaviors, who's going to give a first-hand account of all the things that she has been through at the hands of Jodiann Bonnick. Now, to some people, you may know of this lady as Soca Valley on Instagram. Yes, you may know of this person as Soca Valley on Instagram. You may also know of this person as Miss Chin. Well, we are going to introduce our guest tonight. Our guest, Soca Valley, aka Miss Chin, is gonna come on to our program, and I want graduates for you to give her a very warm welcome by putting lots of purple hearts in the chat for me now, please. Holy purple hearts, I want to see her go up just like that. Put up the purple hearts for me now, please, because if me not see the screen full of purple, she now come on. Wanna light up the screen with some purple hearts and make Miss Chin come on and talk up the things them. Because we're gonna go down in it, graduates. We're gonna go down in it, I want the purple heart them for Miss Chin, Put the purple heart them, because so we are graduates, and so because we are graduates, we are high caliber royalty around here. Put the purple at them. It we want to see up in the chat them. Light up the screen. All right. That is what I like to see. I'm going to change my view now. Okay, Miss Chin, you can turn your camera on and unmute. Turn your camera on and unmute. Yes, girl. I am fine. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on A Touch of Class with HTK. I really appreciate the fact that you took some time out to do this. And for the record, I was the one who reached out to you after, basically getting a gist of it from another friend who is aware of your involvement with Jodiann Bonnick and the issues that you've had. And she said to me, you would be a great person to interview. So I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to actually answer.
Of course.
And that you decided that, listen, you were down for this. Okay. So graduates, thank you so much. Oh gosh, they're being so sweet. Look at them in the chat. Pair purple hearts.
I don't think I see messages on my side.
No, you have to have another device so that you can look at the YouTube screen itself, and then you can see the chat. So I have multiple devices here so I can see everything. So just make sure that you've got YouTube up, go onto my channel, click on that link that I sent you.
Perfect.
And then you should be able to see everybody in the chat.
I see.
All right, can you see them? Oh my God. Look at all the purple hearts. Oh my God, girl. The graduates are loving you. The graduates are loving you. I like that. So that is so nice. Oh God, you see, that's what I love on, my graduates over here want to always be able to self. So yes, they're welcoming you into HDK's class. And
thanks,
first of all, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself officially.
Okay. My name is Chanel. I'm an event producer based out of Toronto. I am probably Jody's #1 sworn enemy at this point. So I'm here definitely to share my story, not just on my behalf, but behalf of so many people that have asked me to be their voice in this situation. So I'm here representing a lot of them as well. And I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And can I just ask, in terms of, putting things in perspective chronologically, what what year did you meet Jody? How long ago was this friendship established?
I met Jody in 2020 when I was hired by a mutual friend to send her a gift for her birthday. So it would have been like June 2020.
Yeah, that's quite some time ago, right?
Hmm.
And was it under so it was under friendship as opposed to business?
No. So she just was somebody I was making a delivery to. I met her very briefly. I dropped it off and I left. And I never crossed paths with her again until the following year when she hired me personally for her birthday.
Okay. And can you explain to the graduates the kind of business that you do? Because I noticed your Instagram, girl, you got bad things going on over there. Things appear, peer links missing,
Right.
and it's all looking fantastic. So do break down all of your businesses.
For sure. Thank you. So I own Mavali Entertainment. We specialize in event production. In 2020, I started the business out of my living room, only focusing on balloon arrangements. Since then, we have always consistently met demand and just innovated the business. So we've introduced a photo booth business. We've introduced marquee and prop rental businesses. We still do balloon installations, but it's such a small
Oh yeah.
fragment of what we actually do. We do full event production now. So anything you need to create your event from start to finish, whether it's planning, venue sourcing, caterers, your florists, etc., I handle that. So you can only deal with one person, and then it just makes the whole experience seamless for you as a client.
So essentially, you are an events manager, an events management team,
Exactly.
and you deal with party planning, cater
Exactly.
everything that's
Exactly.
necessary. That's a pretty good industry to be in,
It's
and it
fun.
pays well as well. That's for sure.
It
you
can.
know.
It can.
Um, so the question is, how did what in what capacity did Jody hire you?
Okay, Jody emailed me leading up to her birthday in 2021. She said someone else had referred her and she wanted to get on a call with me to discuss her birthday party. From there, I
Hmm.
hopped on a call with her. She didn't want to e-transfer me. She didn't want to pay by credit card. She asked that she pay cash on the day of. And because I had met her before and I knew she had like a nail salon and everybody kind of went there, I knew a lot about her. So I figured, okay, no problem. I'll do your birthday party. You can pay me cash on site when I get there. And that's what we did. I did a beautiful tablescape in her backyard. She had a house in Richmond Hill. I did a tablescape. We rented a tent for her. We did a backdrop. We washed her dishes after, had to return all of the dinnerware rentals. She paid me $6,000 cash. So we were good. From there, she added me on social media and I saw how successful she was, allegedly. Uh, she
Yeah.
had she had posted bank statements showing that she was making $250,000 a month through her grocery store business, according to her bank statements that she posted online. She posted her with luxury cars, luxury vacations, not cheap vacations. We're not talking like reasonable, cheap, once a year type of vacations. We're talking Dubai, Bahamas, like all the high
Yes.
ticket luxury travel. Lots of shopping. She's very into designer. And so at first, my initial introduction to her was seeing her at her business. Then I see she opened a grocery store that was making $250,000 a month. So my initial thought process is, oh wow, like, amazing. I just got another client. She's doing so amazing for herself. I looked
Yes.
up to her. I was telling my friends how I have this new client and she's doing so well for herself. She's such a girl boss. She took over the grocery store that was in the same plaza as her nail salon, which is a monopoly. So that was really impressive to me at that point. And so that was my initial introduction to Jody.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. I've been following her for years before certain scandals started to hit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that was exactly what drew me to Jody in the first
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you said, she was a girl boss. It was the fact that this was a Jamaican woman, a young woman. She's pretty, she puts herself together well. and she's doing the damn thing. She looked like she was, somebody to aspire to. She gave
100%.
all the glitz, all the glam, but she also
Mhm.
showed that she worked her butt off. That's what
Mhm.
her socials were telling us.
Mhm.
And that's what we believed, right?
Right.
Okay. So how did it go wrong?
From there, I had her on social media. We always kind of commented on each other's photos. I built kind of a friendship with her. And then that fall, she asked me to do her daughter's birthday. She
Mm-hmm. Oh, have I still got you? I hope I haven't lost you. Hang on.
Oh, hi.
Froze a bit. Are you back?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
She was looking for a
Guys, by the way,
Kardashian.
graduates, if it does freeze, please don't go anywhere. Zoom is like this. It will come back. Okay. So just hold your horses. Yes, carry on.
She was looking for a Kardashian level party event production for her daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I asked her what her budget was. She said she had no budget. So I'm excited. My benchmark at this point is okay. She easily paid $6,000 cash. Judging by
Yeah.
her social media, she makes $250,000 a month. What's a $20,000 party if you're looking for a Kardashian level production? So at that point, sorry, 1 second. At that point, I started planning her event. I think I had under 10 days to do it, and she wanted to
Yeah.
be unicorn. So unicorn, the sky is the limit. There's so much you can do with that theme. I'm looking for white horses that we can put a horn on to create like a giant unicorn experience. I'm looking for caterers around the city to make rainbow grilled cheese pulls like for the kids. Like you're looking
Yeah.
for insane vendors. I did all of that work. 2 days before the event, she let me know that her baby father didn't want to do the party anymore, and that they decided that they wanted to move it over to a kids play place, which is a huge jump
Right.
from Kardashian level experience to a kids play place
Yes.
where
Yeah.
decorators only have 15 minutes to decorate a kids play place. You only have 15 minutes because they don't stop bookings. The kids are all there in and out. So you have 15 minutes to drop off what you have to drop off. There's no high level production that can really take place at a place like Jungle Land. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I've
mhm,
had an event recently, even in Jamaica, and my event planners, they had to be there from 6 o'clock in the morning, and the event wasn't until 4. So
exactly, that kind of
to
takes a lot
get
of
the
time.
high standard, yeah, you
100%
need time.
hours
Yeah.
and hours. So I
Oh my
said,
God.
that's a big difference from Kardashian experience that I had to put together in a couple of days to we're doing it at a kids play place, drop off a helium bouquet. So I said, listen, I can do what I can. I have relationships with certain vendors. I can get certain things canceled, but other things you're gonna have to pay a cancellation fee.
Yeah.
uh, she
Yeah.
wasn't happy about it, but she knew whatever, it was fine, and that was about $5,000 that event. After that, she wanted me to host or design her back to school business seminar. So the seminar was about her teaching how to run a business well, ironically.
Yeah.
um I respected her so much that even for that seminar, even though she owed me whatever she owed me for that seminar, I said, I want to sit in on this seminar and take your class. I'm gonna take the ticket price off my bill with you because I'm buying a ticket from you, essentially.
Hold on a minute.
That's how
Wait.
much yeah,
Wait. Britt.
yeah,
Britt.
yeah.
Britt. 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 Pull up that. Let me hear that again. Are you telling me that hold on that you who were the party planner working your butt off, and you got this whole thing pushed back from a Kardashian level to now you're in a one little playhouse, and
Mm-hmm.
she's running this seminar, and
Yeah.
you've bent over backwards to accommodate her and do all
Mm-hmm.
this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you actually pay for your own ticket. She not give you a ticket.
I paid for my
She
ticket.
couldn't give you a ticket.
She just was like, yeah, no problem, you can buy a ticket. She didn't offer it to me. So business owner to business owner, I respected her. I wanted to support her and I wanted to show her that. I wanted to build that relationship with her because I thought she's a high value client. So I said, let me support your business as well by also buying a ticket to your business seminar, which I could have easily sat in on for free. I could have pulled up a chair and sat with the audiovisual guy I hired. You know, I'm more than welcome to be there. It's my event. I have to run things smoothly. I could
No,
have,
sir.
you know, I didn't have to pay for a ticket. It's just, that's the level of respect I had for her at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Prior to this
And,
seminar,
and the fact that she didn't even say no, don't do
no,
that. That's crazy to me. That's
yeah,
crazy to me. No,
yeah.
seriously. Anyway, carry on.
Prior to this event, she wrote me a check. It was over $7,000. It was intended to be a deposit. So I was going to pay off the Kardashian themed canceled party. I was going to use
Yeah,
that as a deposit to pay for her seminar.
yeah.
And then usually what's customary is you take 50% prior to, and then you take 50% sometimes after but that creates just a lot of problems after the fact. So nowadays I try to do it 48 hours before your event date, but back then
Absolutely. Yes,
with her,
absolutely.
exactly. And that's what's customary is 50% when you take your deposit, 50% after the event. That was what was normal for me at the time. So
Yeah.
I took that $7,000 check. I went to her grocery store. She wrote it for me. I got a video of her writing me that check just because I just liked taking content. I happen to have that video. I cashed it
And
the
don't
same
worry,
day.
guys. We're going to show you the evidence. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's coming. Okay. Listen to the story, though. Carry
Yeah.
on.
I cashed it the same day. It cleared that week. And so I finished the seminar.
Yeah.
I paid for her venue. I paid for the venue's insurance. I paid for the tables and chairs for 50 students. I paid for all of the little stationery that she gave to the students, the pens, the notebooks, all that little stuff, the trinkets. I paid for the audiovisual guy and the audiovisual requirements, the microphone, the projector, the guidance, the technician to sit there and make sure the class ran smoothly, etc. I paid for all of that. Right after that, she was happy with everything. And she rushed me into doing her store and her house. But this is like just before, I guess, when everybody's kind of decorating for Christmas. So this is like November, December.
No,
I
sir.
yeah. So it was maybe a Thursday when she told me, and she's like, I want it
Right.
done like Friday, Saturday morning. So it was like drop everything, cater to me right now, and get it done. And because she was a high value client, that's exactly what I did. I dropped everything and I ran for Jodi. No problem. I'll bend over backwards for you. You're a good client to me, as far as I'm
Yes.
concerned.
So
You know what?
far, so
I'll do
good. But the
anything.
money, you know.
You know, I'll do anything for my clients. So from there, I decorated her grocery store. I bought her a Christmas tree for her grocery store that had to be decorated. I had to hire a professional florist to do it.
Yeah.
We did it at her house as well. We have a full production at her house. It was a giant Christmas tree. She wanted celebrity level, very lavish, very tall, extravagant Christmas tree, and a matching banister for her stairs. She wanted all of that. And so
Yeah.
that's what I did. She didn't pay her invoice right away, but I'm thinking, Jodi's so successful. She makes $250,000 a month. Who am I to bother Jodi right now? Let me just let her, you know, get through the Christmas season. She owns a grocery store. Everybody's buying food for the holidays, etc., etc. I'll follow up again after Christmas. I let her go. I didn't think anything of it. January 2nd, I get notice that the check bounced from 2 months ago.
What?
Yeah.
So hold up. You thought the check had cleared. So how does the check clear and then bounce?
I'm not sure. To this day, I don't understand. I had to launch an investigation with RBC, and RBC said that that they would launch an investigation, and they never really did. They never got back to me. So she had to say something to do with fraud. Like NSF is just,
She claimed it back.
She did something bigger to say that check wasn't written by her or whatnot. Because I'm not sure how a check bounces in 2 months.
Flipping out.
Yeah.
Flipping. Graduates! Hold on there. No, sir, it's a one different level or something. So, what she did was she lulled you into a false sense of security.
Yes.
She
Very professional.
basically
Very good.
gave you a she gave you a bait. She sweetened your honey pot
She did.
and made you think that, oh my God, money dead dead. Huh? Money is present.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because when I was listening to the other interview with the other lady,
Mm-hmm.
she said the same thing that she'd gotten money back, so she thought money was there. And it's
Exactly.
interesting because that's how
She
a
doubles
lot of scammers.
Yeah.
Yes. It's that fishing, isn't it? It's like I'm
Yes.
going to give them something, whet their appetites, and they're going to want more. So
Yep.
she basically allowed the check to clear, knowing
Mm-hmm.
full well that she had every intention of doing, be it some kind of fraud report or claim or something to get her
Mm-hmm.
money back. And so
Mm-hmm.
2 months later, that money went back.
And she very strategically did it after I finished all 3 events. Or I guess 4.
Oh my God.
Then it was her kids' party, the seminar, the installation at her store, and the installation at her house. All 4 of them she got me for $17,000.
Backside.
Yeah.
That marriage, so real. So real. This is
Yeah.
so what? So you had done 3 jobs for Bonnick's by this time.
4, because
You ended
if
up
we count for Christmas home and Christmas business as 2 separate
yes.
events, then yeah, 4.
Yes. Yeah. 4 jobs for Jodi by this time. And this check allegedly, I can say allegedly, you know for a fact,
Yeah.
bounced back.
Mm-hmm.
So now, how do you deal with this? Hang on 1 second before we answer that. Just let me check and make sure. So the graduate them might do. No, sir, we're not saying another word. 427 of you sat on my live. 427 of you, and I mean, I see half that amount of likes. I don't know why they let me do this, because I don't like begging for likes. It really sucks. It sucks. It sounds so needy. Like, seriously, bump up the algorithms. It's all we ask over here. Bump up the algorithms by liking up the live. Do not forget to share it. This is an exclusive interview. You're not going to get it anywhere else, graduates. Una like up the live, man. Una too stingy with una finger. Una go like say finger have any expense to it. It is completely free to like up the live. All right. So I really want to know now. You've done 4 jobs. Your checks bounced.
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach Jodi about this?
Initially, I was in denial. I saw it. It was the day before my birthday. I'll never forget. It was January 2nd. I was at my store late night. I just was looking at my RBC statements. And then it said like negative 7,000 something. And I'm like, it was such a specific number. I hadn't made a $7,000 deposit anytime except that check that Jodi wrote. But I was in denial. So I actually didn't approach her right away. I let it sit for a couple of days. And I'm like, what could it possibly be? Because that doesn't make sense. That was 2 months ago. This was November 4th. This is January 2nd now that I'm noticing this. So my initial thought is, oh, that's weird. Let me just message Jodi and see, like if she knows anything. So I try to call her. Her number's changed. From her number changing.
What?
Yeah.
Hang on. What?
Because I had
her number
over the holidays, so now my calls are bouncing. And so I try to send a text message, and where she used to have iMessage with me, my texts are sending like green. So I called Jodi. I messaged Jodi on And I'm like, hey, like, you know, just like, I think that check bounced. Like, I'm not sure, you know, I was very meek about it. I was kind of confused. I didn't really think anything of it at the time. And she's like, bounced. I have an accountant. That doesn't make sense. And I was like, oh, you know, like, I don't want to offend you. I don't want to make it seem like you don't have money when you're obviously very well off. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I'm kind of dancing around it. And for the next year, can you still see me? Hello? Hi.
Sorry.
At the
I
height
told you
at the height of the
and the
suspense.
graduates themselves. The graduates of an chat as a can't come to us. I told you that Zoom is going to be an idiot tonight. Listen, guys, as I said, it will come back. Just be patient, right? And Miss Chin, just keep talking. You hear? Don't worry. Just keep the show going. I keep telling them the things. Them never come back.
Okay.
All right. So where were we? Let's go.
I approached her. She acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. I have an accountant. So that's always been her thing. I have an accountant. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Then from there, it was like, oh, that's weird. No, my accountant said that it went through. My bank said that it went through. Call your bank. And so she delays you a business day. Then she's like, okay, well, you know, I can just meet you if this e-transfer doesn't work. Let me send an e-transfer. And then the e-transfer doesn't come through. And she's like, that's weird. I think your bank is rejecting it. And she gaslighted me for a year, a whole year. In that year, I watched her continue her luxurious vacations, her designer shopping.
Yes. Going to Dubai and all these lovely places. Yes. Did she go to Dubai again?
Not just going to Dubai and posting your dinner bill. Just tasteless, in your face, look at what I have. I'm better than you. I have this, I have that. I don't know what you're talking about. I have an accountant. Just like very no empathy, like doesn't give a damn. Like, oh, that's crazy. You don't have $17,000? Like, I don't know. I'm in Dubai right now posting my $30,000 dinner. Like, I can't relate. It just was very like blase.
Yeah.
Now, this is my first year in business. I didn't see myself being a business owner. Things just kind of came to me and I had to learn to go with it as hurdles came up. So I've never dealt with something like this before. I was scared. I was nervous. I was anxious. I was depressed. I tried to play nice with her. I tried to be sassy with her. I tried to be aggressive with her. I tried to be short. I tried to be funny. And nothing just really worked. So I watched her continue the shopping, continue that like high-end luxury lifestyle. And I had nothing because I invested all of my money in these events. Now I don't have that money to roll into my next event. So from there, I'm kind of stuck. And this is like at the height of the pandemic when I even had a tenant that wasn't paying their rent. Like I was going through a bunch of things at the same time that really affected me. And so I really needed this money. And I think that because of that, because I was so desperate and because I was so like, I was so down and out, I just had hope. And it was like a blind hope. It was just, you're hoping for the best at that point. Even though you're down and out, you're so depressed. She saw that, she didn't care. She bought more time, and that was that. And that after a year of just kind of letting her play with my head, that's when I decided to launch Jodi Bonnick season 1. And basically season 1 was just about bringing light to the situation, and it blew up into something that I couldn't have imagined. So from here, I guess we could always go through my seasons. You can see how we evolved from just kind of bringing light to the situation with Jodi. And then towards like season 5, it almost becomes more comical. You know, we laugh at her a little bit more. It's almost turned into like she bullied a lot of people along the way, and it turned into people finding their voice and finding their power and doing it right back to her. And so you really do see a transition from season 1 to season 5 of like not just my confidence, but the confidence of the people around me and the confidence of the people that she did wrong to. And you find them really find their voice, and all of us kind of came together in the end and built a whole community around initially being her victim. But in that time, I've met so many amazing people. I've made so many new friends, and it's just so crazy to see how far everything has evolved since that bounced check. So I guess with that, we can take an intermission while I wait for this Wi-Fi situation to correct itself.
Okay. All right, guys.
You
So
have me here sweating, okay? My gosh, I'm like, how do I entertain a group of people that I can't see what they're saying? I don't know how to continue my story.
I can text you. All right, keep going.
My gosh.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna. I realized that you started talking about the episodes.
Yes.
And it's time for us to go into the episodes now, right? So let me just set this up. Lord Jesus, dirty Zoom, don't ramp with me tonight. Right. So we're gonna share the episodes, guys. These episodes are something else. I don't even know how the hell you did this. The way you basically broke everything down. Girl, you have another job calling, and it's
I've
the
heard
FBI.
That so many times.
You know, it's you. Listen, I'm pretty good at research. The graduates will tell you, I'm pretty good at research. But you beat me, gal. Gal, you angle that. Yeah, angle the triangle. All right, you will not lose me, as I said at the beginning. I expect this to happen because it's a lot of traffic and stuff going on the screen and blah, blah, blah. I probably need an upgrade on my laptop. Who knows? So, you know, I thought I chose a more powerful laptop, but clearly not. So I am going to share screen now, in which case, really, you don't really need to hear from me. You do need just my voice in the background. You don't need to see me, rather. So I'm going to reduce the amount of graphics on the screen. And I'm gonna stop my video, but you'll still hear my voice, okay? All right, Miss Chin. So just know something again, right? Me the right here, so. And then I'm just gonna change the view. Can you just make sure I just hide self view? So that's all you on here now. Okay. And
Okay.
now I'm going to share the screen with your actual page on Instagram. And is it okay if I start with the Jodi, the Jodi chapter, the one that's not part 2 or part 3? It just says Jodi,
Exactly.
yeah?
Jodi, just Jodi
All
got
right.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's start with these episodes. Here we go. So we're gonna go to the episodes now. Right? Can everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up in the audience if you can see my screen. Thumbs up in the audience if you can see my screen. Yep. Can you all see? Let me know if you guys can all see. You can see. But I want to know if the audience can see my screen. All right. Can y'all see, guys? Brilliant. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. They can see the screen. So hold on there. So let me see. No, they probably can't see you though. So I'm going to do this. Let me see if they can see you as well. So you can talk them through
Okay.
all of the various. Yes, great. Your picture's there now. Good. So they can see you, and so the moment you start talking, your face will come up, right?
Okay, got
So
it.
you just explain to us what's going on. Now, I have deliberately made sure no sound is coming from this. You tell me if the sound is necessary, because I'm conscious you have music on here and YouTube no ramp like that. You understand?
Sure.
They will copyright and all of that. So if it's just talking, you let me know and then I can unmute and play
Okay.
the sound. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's this?
So this is the first meme I came across when I had already in my mind decided, okay, that's it. I'm gonna air out Jodi and I'm just gonna see what comes from this. So it was what feels illegal but isn't. I'll start asking someone to return your money. And this is when I first tagged Jodi and
Oh,
told
Russ.
my platform that what
Yeah.
feels illegal is asking her to pay her bills.
Yeah. Oh my God. And at the time, she was at Bonnick's West Indian Grocery. So that was when she had her grocery store running in Toronto.
Exactly.
That famous grocery store that everybody know about. You
Yes.
understand? They must say zoom out a little if you can, meaning that it's too close or what? I mean, I understand the zoom out thing because do you mean I need to make it bigger for you guys to see the screen? I don't know if it will let me. Oh, is that better? Jay, is that better? Can you see a little bit better there? Let me know. All right, let's go to the next one. What's
So
this? So if
when
I,
I showed
yeah.
this is when I showed the day that I went to her grocery store to pick up my check, and that's her writing my check, November 3rd.
So that's her right there,
Yeah,
in that mirror reflection,
and she's
right?
writing my check.
And she's writing your check. Let me go back again. So let's just pause this. Let's take a trip back in time. It's my first year in business. This client was referred to me and is known locally by several people. Seems like a low risk client, right? Big successful business and all. And then you said, that's her. Yes, I definitely miss. She look different, E. Oh, she looks so different.
Because that's how
Guys,
she really looks. That's how she really looks.
guys, doesn't she look very different from like her pictures? That's
Very.
not what we see on a day-to-day basis on social media. But oh, Jodi look like she a pack on the pounds like myself, yeah. Oh, Jodi looks around. Anyway, let's press play.
So that's her
Okay,
literally writing me the check that it
yeah.
was on to claim was fraud.
Yep.
This is the seminar that I did for her, the business seminar where I paid for the venue, I paid for the tables and chairs, I paid for the
Yeah.
notebooks, the pens, the balloons, the screen over there, the
Wow.
projector over here, the microphone, the guy that's
Wow.
sitting behind this black thing. He's the audiovisual tech.
Let me go back again.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. So this was the business seminar. Can I
Yeah.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who was going to be present at this business seminar in terms of celebrities?
I think she had advertised a couple. I don't really know who they are, so it
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it wouldn't really stick with me. She's always
Okay.
promoted Shensia. She's always
Yeah.
promoted Romeo Rich Guy and like stuff like that, but I'm not really well versed with who they are.
Okay. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
Shensia and Romeo, you mean Ramesh?
Romish, yeah, that name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was saying they were going to be there.
She always
Interesting.
associates herself to them, and I know that she says that she'll have special guests and stuff, but there
Yeah.
wasn't anybody there that was highlighted as a special guest. But I can't
So
tell you
when
for
you were
sure who
there,
it was. Mm-hmm.
when you went, did you
Yeah.
see them
No.
there?
Shensia definitely wasn't.
Okay, I hear you. Right, let's go. Oh my God, that's a lot of
So
work.
yeah, that's me getting ready, and I made my friend work with me that day, and I made
Oh
her
my
help me
God, buried by
prepare.
balloons.
Yeah, I made her help me prepare the balloons for that for her grocery store and for her, yeah,
Backside,
that
hold
that
on,
was
hold
it.
on. This is the house?
Yeah. So no,
Wow.
this is my store with the balloons.
Right,
We
right,
were getting it ready for her store.
right.
Now
Okay.
next, when you hit next, that's her house, and this is what we did. If you watch it, yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. every
Wow.
every little ornament that you see, every little
Oh,
sparkly
damn.
piece, it was one little ball on a pick that we had to hand
Yeah.
place all like for hours.
Girl, you do such great work. Look at all the effort that has gone into this. So you did that for her house for Christmas?
Yeah,
Oh my God. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Right. What's this?
that's her commenting that she loved it. So my thing is like you didn't debate the bill because you didn't think it was worth what I was charging you. You didn't say that I didn't do a good job or that I came late, or you didn't have a problem with my service.
Yeah.
So there was
Yeah.
nothing to justify why we're battling over the bill now. So
Yeah.
that was just a highlight that she loved the job. She was very
Yes.
happy with it. And later
Yeah.
on, you'll see that she was posting all kinds of pictures with it. So she was obviously very impressed with what we did. So it was
Miss
just,
Chin, I'm gonna point something out. I'm
mm-hmm,
gonna point something out, Miss Chin. Look at her comment again. That same
mm-hmm,
comment you circled.
mm-hmm,
She put sure did. I'm so in love with my decorations.
mm-hmm,
She's not really giving the impression that she got it done. She has
mm.
styled it off
Interesting.
like a she do it.
Interesting.
She's styling it off. You
She does
understand?
tag me. Yeah. She does tag me later to say,
Yes.
like, showing me on a ladder in the house.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
So let's look at the next one. Oh, I think I missed one. Hang on. Let's go
Okay.
back.
Stop.
Yep.
If sorry, the next one, that's just me getting ready for the store.
Okay. All right.
Stop there.
Yep.
December 29th, right after Christmas. Hi.
Yes.
What's your new number? I'm gonna come by the store tomorrow. I forgot to bring back that raffle drum. So
Yeah.
I didn't know yet about any bounce check. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Yeah.
January 4th. Hey, Jody, I caught up on outstanding invoices just before the holidays. Let me know when you received them. Can I also have your new number? Because January
Yeah.
4th, it was the day after my birthday, actually. That's when I realized, like, oh, your number's changed. And I guess I had followed up to see if she got my invoice, and then it went
Yeah.
green. And then I was like, hey, just letting you know, I caught up on the invoices. Let me know, if you got it.
Right.
Nothing there.
Okay.
Nothing all
Let's
day.
go.
If you know anything about Jody, she's on social media 24 hours a day on live all the time.
Yes, she all the time. All the
Okay.
time.
So the next day, hey, Jody. She's like, hey. I'm like, hey, I just saw today that the last check I collected from you on November 4th bounced. She's like, bounced? When did that happen? I'm like, I'm really tight on money, which is why I've been waiting. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Do you want to put me in contact with your accountant? And then I
Yeah.
guess it had bounced on New Year's Eve, December 31st.
Oh my God.
Then she goes,
Merciless.
what was the reason? I was like, I was wondering what it was from. You know, I didn't want to blame her. I was wondering what it was from, but it was the holidays, so the banks were closed. They said it was NSF, but it's from Pure Glam. She wrote me that check from her first business, Pure Glam Studios.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right, let's keep going.
I'm like, hey, February 20th, can you acknowledge my messages? Even earlier, you can see where I'm like, hey, like I have bills to pay above this message.
Exactly. Yeah.
February 20th, can you acknowledge my messages? Then she's like, sorry, boo, I did surgery. I've been in and out, da da da. I'll try sending you 3,000 right now. Then the next day, I go, nothing.
Jesus. And this?
So,
Do I need sound for this one?
no.
Hang on, let's go back. Okay.
I think it's just a screenshot. I don't even know if it's a video that I play.
Okay, so it says here, one day I drove there with a male friend to try to peacefully collect. I came with someone because you never know how far ghetto people will take it, especially on their own turf. Smart. Smart,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Makes
Mm-hmm.
sense to me. Yep. And it says down here, girl, I just had, whoa, what happened there?
She's like, girl, I just had a shooting at my house. My kid is hollering in the back. My whole house, my nanny is freaking out because she had called me and she's like, why are you at my house? And I'm like, oh, like I was just in the area. I was just trying to see if I could pick up any money. She sent me the video and all of that. I just had a shooting at my house. Da da da. Why are you even there? And I'm like, oh well, you know, like I just wanted to see what I could get. And she's like, my nanny and my toddler right now are in the bathtub hiding. They're so traumatized because my house was just shot up yesterday. And I said, okay, like where are you? She said, New York.
What?
Your house was shot up yesterday and you're in New York today, and you left your nanny and your toddler in the same house that just got shot
That
up
was
yesterday.
shut up. That don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make no sense. That's her putting space and time between you. That's what she's doing. So
And
she's
she was
giving you
very
a
good at that.
story. Yes. She's giving you a story to complicate the possibility of you seeing her immediately. That's
Yep.
what she's doing. Real pathological liar from the sounds of things.
Extremely professional. She's good.
Right. This one.
So yeah, she's like, and she said you brought a man to my house, and I'm like, oh, I'm with my man. I'm just like pretending I'm with my boyfriend. It's not even my boyfriend. She's like, my doorbell works fine. And I'm like, yeah, no one answered. She's like, because she's not expecting anybody. I'm like, okay, regardless, now you know it's me and I want to settle. I tried contacting you before I opened my store. Now I have to drive all the way out of here after I close. DMs don't work. Calls don't work. Instagram messages don't work. How would you like me to reach you? I've tried to meet you at your bank at your convenience. Now you're inconveniencing me.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty straightforward. So let's go over her story one more time. I said her house was shot
hang
up
on.
the
Let's
day
go back.
before.
Yeah.
And her response is to fly to New York and leave her toddler with the nanny at the same house that got shot up. All while in the last 24 hours, her Instagram story showed that she was with that kid at Yorkdale Mall. The mall that you go to see and be seen. Like that Yorkdale is like everything happens at Yorkdale. Everybody goes to Yorkdale. Not to mention, it was May when I went there and she had a Christmas wreath on her door. Just like the bricks of her house, the doors, the windows, this wreath was also in pristine condition. If your house just got shot up yesterday, how is this wreath in perfect condition on your door?
Lie,
It's
she
not a brand
lie.
new wreath. It's not a brand new wreath. It's May. You didn't just put the wreath on today to decorate for Christmas. Christmas, like this is May now.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
We're halfway into the year.
Oh my God. Right. So let's go to this one now. This is her doing all her shopping and bits and bobs and showing off the big lifestyle, the whole heap of name brand, the big car,
my
everything
tree.
Oh wow.
My tree. I bought that Christmas tree too.
That face, Miss Bonnick, me see your real picture. You don't look like this. You don't look like this. That's a filter from the pit of hell. I rebuke it. What is that? Really? Them lifestyle there. Wow. Showing off, showing off, showing off, all the flossing, all the big things. Yeah, this is the page she deleted, didn't she? She got rid of this
Yes,
page.
yes.
Yes, because I remember this. This is where I was
Mhm.
following her first. This is where I saw all the lifestyle. Yes,
So this is what
indeed.
I had to watch you do in the time that you're ignoring my messages, and I'm
There are
telling
the
you, I
Dubai
really didn't
pictures as
mean.
well. Right. So what's this?
I basically talk about how the fact that I struggled silently for a very long time. It was a year. It was really emotionally draining. It wasn't the only thing that I had going on. You have to be at everybody's beck and call all day. I threw my life savings into this business. I had to learn a lot of tough lessons along the way. If my business fails, I have no backup option. So failure is not an option for me. And I'm just explaining that, like, as an entrepreneur in Toronto, you should have more regard for fellow entrepreneurs. You think it's a small community and we're here to kind of like assist each other along the way. We're all here trying to get it out of the mud. It's not easy owning and starting a business and maintaining it over COVID. So, like, to take advantage of, and I'm even getting emotional just thinking about it because that year was so crazy for me. But to take
Jesus have
advantage of
mercy.
other people
Yeah.
in that time, and it's savage. It's savage to do to somebody.
Take a pause.
And
Um,
to not even acknowledge that that's what you're doing from the jump, and to play games with somebody and have them chase you, and they're just so desperate and they're so hopeful. This is how I felt, and this is why today, when I look back at the way we flipped the script on her and the way that we're so savage with her now, I don't feel bad. Because look at
yeah.
what you did to me, look at what you did to everybody else, and now I'm supposed to feel bad for how our narrative has changed and how now we're bullying you back or we're biting back. I'm not going to feel bad. And so that's kind
Hold
of
on
where
a
it started.
minute. Let's just take a little pause. I want to say first of all, thank you. Thank you very much because you're doing something that many people would shy away from because they feel embarrassed. They feel embarrassed um that this happened to them and they'll pretend as though it didn't happen. They'll go into a shell, they'll hide it. Um and for one thing, if I could just hug you, I would, because this that you've been through is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's evil and it's cruel. And when people ask, why is HTK so obsessed about going after Jodiann Bonnick? This is the kind of crap. This is
Mm-hmm.
why. And I know what this feels like to be exploited by an employer. Many of us have this experience. Many of us know what this feels like. And
Mm-hmm.
not and many times we had no voice. Nowhere where we could speak about it, where people could listen to our stories, that people can know that these employers are wicked people who don't deserve respect, who don't deserve to carry on with their life as though all is well when they have more or less shattered people's dreams, aspirations, hopes, broken up their lives because of their total lack of accountability, dishonesty. So when I say to Uno, no, come to me and tell me to be quiet about this story, because it's people like this that I represent, people like this that I give a voice to be heard. I don't care less about any other agenda but this. This isn't right. And every day she gets away with doing it again and again and again. It's not just Miss Chin, Miss Chin is the one that is brave enough to make sure that this is never forgotten. She has kept her records. Gonna like up the live and share it, right? Tell me if you want to take an intermission or if you want to carry
No, I'm
on.
good. I'm
All
good.
right, let's keep going. What's this now?
I basically explained that the reason why I took so long to speak up anyways was because I didn't want to be associated to her. She was very tacky. I didn't want to take the public airing her out route. This is not my first choice. This is not in my character. I don't want to advertise my shortcomings. I don't want to, this is the same year that Tinder Swindler was so big. And it's like everybody looks at those victims like, how could you not see it? How did you not know? And so it's embarrassing. And on top of that, because I was I respected her so much, I spoke so well about her to so many people and to so many of my friends. So to have to look at them and be like, actually, that person that's like my favorite client right now, my number one, my person that I'm so proud of and that I speak so highly of, she actually scams me. I couldn't bring myself to acknowledge that for so long. And so behind the
So
scenes,
what's this? Is this another communication?
yeah, this is basically, she's always like, well, I'm not in the country.
Wow.
Oh no, so this is actually a conversation with someone else. So now I'm talking about other people's experiences with her. Somebody that used to work for her also asked her to get paid. And she was basically like, well, I'm not in the country, so we'll deal with it when I get back. And this person's like, I'm about to send my kid back to school. Like, I'm looking for this money. I need this money to feed my kid. And she's like, well, when I called you, you didn't pick up, so you can pick up when I'm back. And then like that's
All
it.
right.
Don't you have an accountant? Isn't this what your accountant does? So that you don't have to manually be the person transferring the money if you're so busy out of town doing, like, you can't do that. Like, it doesn't matter if you're on vacation. If it's payroll, it's payroll. You better sit down and pay your employees. And so there are just so many
Absolutely.
storylines of her being like, oh, well, I'm out of town. That's not anybody else's problem that you're out of town. You should settle these affairs before you leave. But also, you're very clearly on vacation with access to the internet. So how are you not able to e-transfer? How are you not able to wire deposit or whatever the case? This is
Yes.
2024, 2022. Like, this is a new age. What a time to be alive.
Yes.
You don't have to
Yeah.
physically be at the bank to send someone money. It's crazy that you don't take advantage of these services when you're very well versed on social media and on the internet, and you're very tech savvy and you're online all the time. So it's a little odd that now somebody's here like, hey, I need money for my baby. And she's like, well, you didn't answer when I was trying to call you, so now too bad, you can wait until I'm back.
Wow. Now take a look at this, because this is her actually emailing back, isn't it? Let me try and zoom this in for my audience so that they can see this. Is she emailing in patois?
Yes,
And she's
not to
emailing.
me,
This is another victim.
to another victim.
Okay, so somebody else who had emailed her about payment, and her response from her professional email address, which is here, Bonnick's West Indian Grocery at gmail.com. She's responding, LOL, me can read it because Miss Chin, me know you can't read it, right? So me gonna read it.
No,
I will read it. Okay? Right. Okay. LOL, your favorite idiot. Please do them where you were ever hired. Also, police are look for me where. My name depend big sign. Oh, them fear look for me, idiot girl. People can hide from police. Go suck your mother. And you for sure me say you're fully bad. I show up at Bonnick's. Remember you have the address now. Bad girl. Right. So that is her really out of order, very unprofessional
extremely
response to this lady who is asking for her hourly rate of pay. And her name is there. So it's not hidden. It's out in the open, guys. They've shared their story with Miss Chin. Them not had no problem with Miss Chin. Show this. All right. Okay. So let's keep it going. Oh my God. I'm afraid no. Hold on there. These are the clients of Jodi.
yes.
Hold on. Let me go back. I don't want to miss
Google review. This is her Google.
I don't want to miss this. Hold on. Let me pause this. Let me pause. I want the easy jerk. Me not read it properly, So them said that the teacher can't chat patois, So all right. Okay. So Jodi Bonnick is getting her reviews on her page. This is her Google reviews, right? And these are customers of hers that are giving 1-star reviews. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. They said that they would give 0 stars if they could. some people.
So is this about the wholesale or is this about the nail shop now? I'm a little bit confused. Which one?
It's a little bit of both, because people just want to know you, want to remind others that this girl this is not the first business that she's messed up with. She's had previous businesses. She's always had a sour attitude. Even when I went
Right.
here, it was a bad experience. Like, nothing has changed as her businesses have evolved, and as she's innovated in her line
Yeah.
of work. The one thing that's always been consistent is that she was never the person she should have been when
Yeah.
running that business, and people expect better. You know, a lot of these people, you're going to see a lot of comments and they're like, I wanted to support a Black business. I went to
Yeah.
Jodi. I wanted to support a Black business. And I guess because she's also said, and a lot of people have said, that there's a lot of Asians and Indians that own Caribbean grocery stores. And
Yeah.
her selling point was that she's a Black owned Caribbean grocery store. So that was her competitive edge, and that's what she was really proud of. And so these people that now want to support their community are met with the nastiest, most sour attitude, and they're like, what the hell? Like, I wanted to support a Black person. I want to support my fellow Black business owners, and this is the
Yes.
kind of that I get. You talk to me like I'm the bottom of your foot. Like, it's insane.
Jesus Christ.
And
So
that's a
let's take a look
common
at
theme.
Yeah, let's take a look at and look at how many likes it gets. That means that there's a lot of people who are
That agree.
identifying with what this person is saying. So here's somebody who is reviewing on Google. The owner, Jodi, is very rude, disrespectful to her customers. She's not friendly, not polite. I was at the store's 2-year anniversary recently. She was very rude with me because I asked a question about the half raw jerk chicken that they were serving. People, and I remember in episode 2, didn't Jodi say that it's not her standard to do half soaked food? Do you remember that? And look how many years ago this is. And she's being accused of selling half raw jerk chicken. Prior to that, I stopped at the store and crossed paths with her where she was rude to both myself and another customer who was asking about patties. She has no customer service skill whatsoever. As a fellow Jamaican, you try to support your own, but never again. I will spend my hard-earned money elsewhere. She needs to remember that without customers, her store cannot operate and so on. But to be fair, guys, we know that there are businesses that can have bad days. There are times when you're not you're not up to par. You may have had a pissed off moment and you were not particularly friendly on that day. So, we can't crucify on the basis of one feedback. But from what you're showing me here, it's quite a few. So we've got somebody else. Whoa, hang on. We've got somebody else saying absolutely horrendous business practices, ordered products for delivery at the beginning of the year. So now this is the wholesale business, right? Not the food part of it, but the wholesale part of it. Half of it did not arrive. Ones that did were either damaged or past the expiration date. So this is stuff that we're aware of before, that she did a lot of expired goods and she kept selling them. You know what I'm saying? So we're aware of that part. So let's take a look, see what else comes up. If I could give -10, I would. Oh my gosh, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot here. Refund not issued. Place an order online for $400, waiting for so goods not turning up, even though people, hey, graduates, what I hear about them something here before. When people pay for them goods and the goods them not come. When the people them all of them things and the things them not reach. Keep quiet, sister. Let me focus. Right. So, yes, we've got here, I was excited to come all the way from Durham region to support this Black-owned business. I specifically went for patties only to find out only 6 in the box for $23.99. So they're talking about the exorbitant price. I tend to ignore these kind of reviews because, hey, either you can afford it or you can't afford it, to be honest. And then this one here, stomach ache. Wow, moldy food, stomach ache. Well, to be honest, all of this is really about why Jodi ended up losing that business, to be frank. I mean,
Yes,
she
definitely.
wasn't restocking because after she had ruined her contracts with not paying for them, nobody was going to keep sending her goods. So at the end of the day, this is all part and parcel of that history. So I think we can skip past this because this is stuff we're very much aware of, right? And we know that this is what happened, right? So yeah, All of this is wow. It's so much though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It's so much. All of this. Expired products, missing items, horrendous customer service, bad attitude. Let me go back to that list because that summarizes it nicely. Lack of accountability, doesn't pay staff, gives 0 Fs about 1 through to 6. Absolutely. What is this? What is this?
This is a demand. I wrote her a demands letter to highlight the prices of everything that I did, where I did it. I mailed it to her house and it was actually sent back to me. But I tried to take the legal route, right? I went with the steps. You send a demand letter first and all that stuff, but it doesn't go anywhere with her.
Wow. Wow, that's something, isn't it? 17,016 Canadian dollars debt owed to you from the 29th of December 2021, and it remains outstanding. That's a lot of flipping money. How much is that? How much is that in pounds, guys? Who can type it in the chat? How much is that in Jamaican dollars?
I'm gonna look
Somebody,
right
somebody type that in the chat for me, please. Because it's so enough to me, but I really want people in the Jamaican diaspora to understand exactly how much out of pocket this woman left this lady.
It's like
right?
1.98 million.
1.98 million Jamaican dollars. And for a small business, that is a lot of money. You know, when a millionaire out here, everybody I work hard for their money. Everybody wants to live a better standard of life and to use their money wisely and to invest, turn over their money, make more money. 1.9 million is a lot. Do you know that another million and a half, you could get yourself a proper 2 to 3 bedroom property in Cherry Gardens?
Yeah, she owes me a 1-bedroom property in Cherry Gardens then.
Jaja. Right. So let's carry on. So what's this? Is this more communication with her?
Yes.
So she had a new number now. You saved her as Jody New. And she's still avoiding you. Missed call, missed call. Jaja. What is this about a truck breaking down? I'm on the plane. As I get to my room, I will from there. Oh, hang on. What happened here? Did she promise to send it to you?
Yes.
Holy crap. What? All these red pounds. Oh. So all of this is promises. You're saying I don't have all day to sit around. If I don't get my money by this Friday, I'm selling the debt. And whatever happens after that is out of my hands. Whoa. Her response. This now sounds like Jody to me. Girl, I care zero. This is the same Jody on that live that night that said that she refuses to pay you your money. And this, graduates, was 2 nights ago. She refuses to pay you your money to this day. She says, girl, I care zero. My attorney is talking to your attorney. Please feel free. This is a court case now. I care zero. I sent your post to the lawyers. Bye. Did she send anything to lawyers?
I never heard from anybody. Or I think I got one like scare letter, but it never went anywhere, no.
Oh my God. So this is chapter 1 of this. And I don't, you know what, Miss Tree, you know, submitting, so if I could do a part 2 and a part 3 and a part 4 and really fully blow the lid off of this woman and and let people really see the full extent of what's going on here because this too much.
It's
This is
deep.
too much.
There's layers.
So in here, was she communicating with you by voice note?
This I believe she sent to someone else. Defending
Shall I play the sound?
Yeah.
We are bad. All right, hang on a minute. Let me make sure that my I'm a mute for a minute so I can join up.
Fucking play on me, okay? It's bitches like you that's about to get fucking lawsuits for posting my damn picture on your fucking page. And first of all, that whole Chanel that's fucking talking about I owe her money, that bitch better not even play with me because I don't owe her shit, okay? She's fucking arguing with me about why don't she tell the real fucking story? Why don't she tell the story exactly what took place? Nobody don't fucking owe her no money.
Nobody owes me money. That was
damn.
Yeah.
So that was about you?
Yeah, she was talking about me to somebody that was trying to defend me to her.
No, Sawala, let me go back. I need to again.
Nobody don't fucking owe her no money. Like I'm fucking posting my picture talking about them not paying my bills. Bitch, I pay all my motherfucking bills. I got a fucking accountant. Don't fucking play with me, okay? It's bitches like you that's about to get fucking lawsuits for posting my damn picture on your fucking page. And first of all, that whole Chanel that's fucking talking about I owe her money, that bitch better not even play with me because I don't owe her shit, okay? She's fucking arguing with me about why don't she tell the real fucking story? Why don't she tell the story exactly what took place? Nobody don't fucking owe her no money.
Is she delusional? Is she okay? Is this girl fine?
Talk about my skit with do you want me to talk about my skit with that audio now or later?
Oh yeah. I saw some of the skits. I saw one with a balloon as well. I saw the skits,
It was
right?
really good.
But is she okay? This girl is mad. Oh my God. Okay.
You've been going back and forth with me for months about, oh, check your account. Oh, I think, I'm going to send you 3,000. And now you're telling people you don't owe me anything.
Yeah.
So this is when I show her first reaching out to me through email or like all of our email correspondence.
Right.
This is when she first started
communicating. Yeah, this is 2019. Yeah. That's when you first started communicating. Okay. Wow. So, you know, it's proper historical records here, people. Nobody's going to make this stuff up. Yeah, look. They're the invoices for everything.
Mavani and 7,000. That
yeah,
was the one, strictly business workshop.
The one that bounced back.
Yeah.
Your demand letters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. All the emails, how far back they went, even into 2020, kept asking. Oh my God. No. No, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this. Do you know how long it takes to process? So hold on. Because I always pay attention to the excuses that she gives, the lies that she tells. can you just cancel the 5K and send a regular 3K? If you sent 3, it would have cleared. I'd rather 3K a day than 5K over 3 days. That doesn't clear. So she's basically saying the amount's too big to clear. That's what she's saying, isn't it? That it's causing a problem at the bank.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. Then why don't you just send me a bunch of small payments?
Hold on a minute. Let me see this.
Like me.
Let me tell you why. Do you know why I'm laughing? Let me tell you why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it's laughable to think that she thinks her excuses make sense. Because anybody that would look at this would think that is this girl, is she cuckoo? You know, a laugh like that is not a laugh like, oh my God, this is funny. It's a laugh like, what the flipping hell? You know, is she okay? Is she okay? And we can do another laugh when you see madness like this, because it doesn't make any sense to me. So don't think for a minute that I'm being insensitive. I'm not. I think it's crazy. It's crazy. You understand? And she clearly, I don't know if Jodi actually believes her lies, or if she's just so good at spinning stories that she can't do anything else but that she has literally got a pathological lying problem. You know? May 30th to June 2nd, the only 2 large deposits. Whoa, hold on. What's this? What's this one?
I'm just showing, yeah, the only two large deposits are from a physical check, which I mobile deposited from and 6K from somewhere else, because she said she sent me a $5,000 wire dated to when she was sending those text messages. So where's this $5,000 wire that she supposedly sent? So I put my bank transcripts up there. I have nothing to hide. Like,
she's swearing at people. Seems to be her style. It seems to be her style that whenever she's cornered, then you get this feral reaction. Because at that point, there's kind of nowhere else to go but ghetto, you know. And because people have been dealing with her as though she's decent, and then she comes at them like this, I'm sure it's going to throw some people, but some people will square up to this, you know. So that's just horrible. So she's got, oh my God, it's just look at the language of this so-called professional. Just lies, 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 and more lies, lies and more lies. So many of them. And you've documented every single one. People claiming that, and this is the picture of, you know, how you decorated the wholesale. Evidence that you've done the job for her. Oh my goodness. There's literally 30 more negative, so many negative reviews. What was this?
This is just somebody saying that, like, don't take advantage of small businesses. This is my work. She just like was reposting some of my work.
And this is her cursing people.
This is when she first curses me.
Oh, so she started on you as well.
Yeah, she unblocks me, and then she goes, "You're really a goof." And so
wow, that's how she said. You're really a goof, really, for your own money?
Yeah.
And you said you're like 50 Cent when it comes to beef. You'll never stop. You're one person not to cross. Thing about me is I don't like doing it, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have fun with it. Oh, somebody's telling you that you should have fun with whatever you're doing with her. Right? I can see in chapter 1, this is really about you trying to get back the money that you are rightfully owed. How she flossed her lifestyle to show that she was living big and above everybody else. And it's just ridiculous. 17K that she owes you. And to date, this woman has not paid you back.
So
I think
season 1, when all of this first went down and she got crazy backlash really fast.
Yeah.
She sent me an e-transfer of, I think, $7,500 or $7,000. And she said, I'm giving this to you in good faith. I want you to post that we settled.
Oh,
She
so
did
it
pay
says,
me because season 1 worked, which is what I was going back to what I was saying earlier. Was I watched her for a year. I studied her. I understood after a year that being aggressive and threatening and being funny and sweet to her, like, none of that works. Going the legal route just doesn't work with her. If you really observe the kind of person she is and the habits that she has, she cares a lot about her image. You can see in the
yeah,
filters that she uses and abuses. You can see it in the lifestyle that she flaunts, in the substance of all of her photos, in the way that she carries herself in person, on Instagram, in the fact that she's always on live talking about nothing particularly. She just wants to be seen. That's what drives her. So I had to get creative in how I got to her. And that's when I went to season 1, because I'm like, okay, this girl cares so much about her image. Let's see how much she cares about her image. Let's see if she finally responds to something like this. And it worked. She sent me 7,000, 7,500, something like that. So she owes me like 9,000 right now. 5 seasons later, she's never sent me again. But basically, when she sent me that money, she called me and she said, I'm sending this to you in good faith because I want to show you I have the money. I just don't want to pay you all of the money until you say that we settled. And I'm like, well, if you have the money and you've had the money all this time, I'm not just going to act like we settled on Instagram until we actually do settle. And I've told her so many times in so many arguments over the years, like, listen, I don't care to do this. I don't have to do it. I could stop tomorrow if I wanted to, but I'm not going to stop unless you fully pay me. We're not negotiating anymore. I've done the work for you. I've done 100% of the work for you.
yeah,
You put me to work for another year trying to get the money from you. Like, that's a lot of time, energy, money, anxiety, stress. Like, I don't need that energy, but I'm also not going to stop because clearly this works. So why would I say now and cut myself short and say, yeah, actually, guys, everybody back down. Jodi paid me in full so that she can behind the scenes not pay me in full. And then what am I going to do now? Go back on social media the second time around, look dumb now, and try to act
yeah,
and try to be like, oh, actually, we never did settle. I can't circle around after that. So no, I'm not going to do that. And so because of that, we butt heads again. It became beef all over again. And she just refuses to pay me the rest. So I
yeah,
continued with
yeah.
all of my season.
So
Yeah.
well done to you, first of all, Miss Chin. Well done to you for at least getting 7,000 and odd back out of the money that's owed to you. She
Mm-hmm.
wanted to once again sweeten the honey pot and scam you second time round to make
Yeah.
you think that, okay, well, if she's giving me this, that means the rest is going to come, so I can lay off
You
now.
tried to dangle the carrot over my head, and you were like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's her
listen,
style.
I sent you 7,000. I have the money. I have it. But you have to say first that we settled. No, I'm not falling for this again. I don't trust anything you say. Pay me in full
Yeah,
first, and then I'm happy to say that we settled. I don't need to lie. I could have said she never paid me anything and she owes me 25,000. I
yeah,
could have said that. But I'm
yeah,
honest about it. It's just
yeah,
logical at this point. It's just business. I just want my money. That's all I want. I don't want less. I don't want more. I just want this dealt with. And I just want you to understand, don't ever do that again. I hope you're so traumatized that you don't do this again to the next person. You don't know how to read people
exactly.
because clearly you read me wrong. And that's it. Let's both just keep it pushing. We both learned a lot of lessons and we can just bow out and leave it at that. I can do that. But I'm not going to do it
Absolutely.
prematurely either. I'm not stupid. You
No,
took
no.
advantage
And
of
she still
me
owes you.
the first time around. Yeah,
And she
no,
still owes you. So
absolutely not. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
you can't fake it.
And
So
like,
this was
because I
before she
realized
that.
my strength and her weakness, after that, it just was game over. Once I found my strength and I realized and I got that confidence against her, that was it. From then on, you see me get more and more like aggressive back with her because now I don't care. Now I'm not scared of you. Initially, I was kind of scared of her. I'm not even gonna lie. She's scary. She's ghetto. She's big. Like she's a lot.
Yeah.
I had a store. She got store. I don't need to start a turf war where you're sending people to my store. I have little kids working for me. You know what I mean? 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. Like, I don't need to bring that kind of drama, that energy towards my business. I don't even want to be publicly associated to you. So even doing this on Instagram is crazy. It's out of pocket for me. But if that's what works, unfortunately, like, you have to fight people at their level. And
Yes.
if that's where I'm going to see results, then that's unfortunately the direction that I have to take this. And it's worked. I've met so many amazing people, and I can't say I regret it.
Absolutely. But I think that we've gone through quite a lot today. This is chapter 1. And I think that, as you can see from the audience, they're not backing down. They want the story. They want to know what is it that this woman's doing. And it's very good to sensitize the business community, because I have a wide reach audience. My audience ain't just from the ghetto. I got business people that sit on my channel on a day-to-day basis, and they need to be aware, and they need to tell their colleagues. Some of them work in banks, some of them work in insurance companies. They need to be aware of the kind of crap that this person is doing habitually. It's not just once, it's not just twice, it's constant. So we're going to wrap up chapter 1. But first, before we go, let's talk about this merch. Let's talk about this merch. I'm going to stop my share a minute. Because Miss Chin is one at the end, you know. Miss Chin have some merch, people. Oh, no, look on this. Because honestly, Miss Chin, is the chin in iron, the business side. Take a look at this merch, because trust and believe. I want to know about this. This. Let's go.
So towards the middle of the season 3, season 4, we start, me, the community, everybody involved starts trolling Jodi back. Like, you've called people all kinds of names, you've disrespected us, our mothers, our this, our that, our kids, like everybody. So now we're trolling you back. And so in that, I created like a t-shirt line with like animated cartoons of things that I wanted to see happen to Jodi. Or just even in like little like disses that people told me would drive her crazy if I said it to her, like in patois or whatever the case is. Like, they're like, if you called her a duppy bat, she would lose her mind. and I did, and to hear that from me, especially, is going to piss her off, because she's like, where'd you get that from?
These things, yes.
So it's like Jamaicans wanted to show her that I had Jamaicans behind me against her, and so they wanted me to say like crazy things to her, and so I was like, yeah, you're a duppy bat, or like whatever they were telling me to say. So we made like a duppy bat t-shirt.
Miss Chin said she had duppy bats.
So that would be this one. It just was like a generic animation of like Jodi selling crab, or like being a duppy bat.
Jodi that. Then Jodi big saw.
So ChatGPT will never, like, you can't get it to recreate
guys.
person. So
sorry, Miss Chin, I don't mean to cut you, I don't mean to cut you or interrupt you, but
I just said,
graduates, do you recognize this way of handling enemies? Look, do you recognize this way of handling enemies? HDK has done this. This works.
It works. I'm telling you, drove her nuts. Then we have Worse Than Alice. Other people told me about this one.
That's good. What? Where's that Alice? I love it.
This is just her sad at work.
Oh my God, that is so sick. And the graphics are pretty good as well. I love it.
Oh yeah, and the quality's great. Like,
quality is good. Yeah, that's some nice quality stuff.
Yeah.
Where's that Alice?
People gave me the ammo for that.
Yes. And y'all think I'm bad.
This one's called Break from Toronto, because she's always on the run.
Yeah. Mad. And is that like a safe or something with money in it? Is that what is that in her hand?
It's her.
Oh, it's a
It's her fleeing.
Yes.
And then we have her getting arrested.
Oh my God. And look how bonks.
AI is in its early stages. Can't really pick up text properly, but
really demented on the menu.
Yeah.
Just, oh, I love it. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And that's a way of taking your lemons and making lemonade. That is a fact. Where can people get the merch?
I can drop a Google link. It'll create a form that you can fill with your information, and then I will be able to mail it to you. You can pick the
Okay, right. So make sure you send me that when I update the information under this live. I will put the link there so that anybody who wants to order yourself some merch, yes, especially if you want to take the piss out of somebody that you
a piece of Toronto history. You don't need a Toronto souvenir when you have this. This is the biggest Toronto souvenir piece you will ever get.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's part of
it is. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. We definitely have to do a part 2, my lovely. This isn't enough. We need to because there was some stuff, some other pressing stuff. And you know, as much as your page is there, without you, the storyteller, narrating it and telling people what each thing means, it's difficult to grasp. It's difficult to grasp the story. And this is our way of assisting you to document everything you've been through, to keep it canonized in history, so that anytime somebody really wants to understand, all they've got to do is click on the video. And then they can put 2 and 2 together and go, oh my God, that's why that's there. Okay. So we will come back with a part 2, graduates, because there's some stuff that she hasn't quite touched on that I'm telling you, when you hear the story, you're going to fall off your chairs. There's so much more that it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And once again, I like to say, you're amazing for doing this. You are. And no matter what it is that you've been through, you're still doing so damn well. And if people were to go on your Instagram page, they can see how hard you work. You're still pushing as a business owner. Do not let this nasty experience deter you from trusting and deter you from building other relationships within our community, because trust and believe, not all of us are like that. But nonetheless, you've been taught lessons of discernment that will only make you a sharper and wiser and more astute businesswoman. Okay?
Absolutely.
So big up yourself for that. Graduates, light up the screen with some purple hearts. Yes. And thank Miss Chin for coming out and spending some time with us in a touch of class with head teacher Kay. Light up the screen. Light up the screen. I wish see the purple hearts then for Miss Chin. Tell her thank you very much for coming and sharing her story with us. And thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate you. And I will keep you graduates in tune for the next part of this saga. I was scammed by Jodiann Bonnick. All right. You take care, Miss Chin. All right. We will talk. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Same to you. Good night. Bye. You can exit. Thank you. All righty, guys. Okay, graduates. Hope you enjoyed that interview. Hope you found it informative, eye-opening. And I so appreciate you guys, coming along and sitting through that. She was very, very brave to share her story. And there is far more to it that will be shared in the very near future. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Write yourself on a touch of class with head teacher K. You don't know, say a 1 HTK and a 2. All right. Talk to you later. All right. This is your girl, head teacher K. Love you, my graduates. Bye-bye.